Hey everyone, I'm ManoDester777, and in today's video we're going to be showing you how to farm Black Armory loot a week ahead of its release. In addition, we're also going to be showing you the fastest way to go through and farm it. As you can see here, my first drop, I got a Husgao rocket launcher, which is brand new to the Black Armory expansion. There are a couple locations in the Destiny universe that actually can drop these, because last Tuesday, Bungie uploaded the content for the annual pass, but they just haven't released it all. So we're going to show you where you need to go. We're going to start up with the EDZ. The first place you're going to want to go is to the southern side of the outskirts area near this bridge. It's right next to the Sojourner's Cap on the very south side of the map. You can either load in at the Trost land and kind of take that curved path over to the bridge, or you can take the Winding Cove and basically take your Sparrow and go all the way over there. In addition to that bridge, there is another area called the Gulch that you can actually go over. It's in front of the big Cabal base where there is a giant door, and you can fast travel there. And what you're going to do for the EDZ is you're actually going to just travel between these two locations. Now, how does the event work? The first thing you're going to see is you're going to see neutralized shields that come up here, and there's going to be a little tiny, almost like ghost-like thing around some of these Black Armory crates. Now you can go ahead and hit the collect loot bin right there, but it won't actually spawn up anything. However, there will be an ad and an enemy that you will have to kill, and the way you have to do that is knock out its shields by destroying the 4 shield generators around it. As soon as that's done, you can go ahead and do damage to one of those major enemies. As soon as you're done doing that, you will actually have a chance to get a piece of loot or another legendary. So here, I really advocate using a black spindle. Pulse rifles are really solid in this case, and also the Ikelos shotgun if you've got that ability, and of course Slayer supers are really nice at this part. So you can see at this point this dropped a sidearm for me, so really super solid way to run that. And basically what you're going to do is, as soon as you get done, maybe over in the outskirts, you're going to head over to the Gulch area, which is over on the other side of the map we showed you. So as soon as you get that enemy down, you can actually go over, and I actually had it happen once where I actually faced the enemies 5 times. I went back and forth between the Gulch and the area by the outskirts, and I got the enemies 5 times, so I was able to farm it really quickly. So that's something I'd really advocate you doing, is doing that, going back and forth and seeing if you can farm that. Now, in addition, it is going to give you a couple of triumphs. It's going to give you the EDZ Saboteurs elimination as well as the Nessus Saboteurs elimination. So once you find those 2 spots, you're good. Speaking of Nessus, let's show you where you need to go. So if you look over here at Artifact's Edge, that's where you're going to load in. And in the story where you go and you find Failsafe, Cade, that area, there's a ship over there. That is where the first enemy is going to spawn in. As soon as you kill that enemy, you can head over to the Hollows area and farm some enemies over there. They will drop in those 2 spots. So just head over to Artifact's Edge and you'll be good. You can see here in the gameplay here, there's usually going to be a Vex Minotaur here in this spot, and you can see the ship is against the background. I again advocate using long distance weapons as well as Slayer supers. If you're gonna get close, you have to be really careful because these enemies are strong. They are 605 light, if not higher, depending on the planet that you're on. So make sure that you're either running with a couple of other people, or that you make sure you keep your distance. Again, I advocate using a black Whisper of the Worm, as well as the Ikelos shotgun and a pulse rifle. Now, the reason why I like a pulse rifle is because you can stand back at a distance and you can kill the shield generators around there. So you can see, as soon as I'm done here at Artifact's Edge, I'm gonna make a quick trip on my Sparrow and head down over to the Hallows. It's a very quick trip, and again, if you're lucky, you can sometimes get multiple versions of those enemies. You can go destroy the enemies over at the Hallows, and you can see the enemy drops in over here, and you need to take care of the 4 shield generators. See here that I'm actually taking a really good amount of damage from these guys. Again, they are 605. I'd really advocate you keeping your distance, unless if you know you're going to finish the boss off. I do have an Ikelos shotgun in my inventory, but other than that, I really advocate using Whisper or some kind of a long-range weapon, as well well as maybe a pulse rifle. Scouts are actually getting to be in a better spot, but I still feel like pulses are better. So just sit back. You can see I'm behind cover here. If I sit and engage him too much, I could die. Now, in about an hour, I was able to get 3 drops, so it doesn't really take that long. Again, I would really recommend going through and doing the strategy that I talked about is go kill one enemy, go back to the opposite area, kill the enemy there, and just go back and forth as quickly as you can between both of those locations. Because again, sometimes you might get some overlap and you might get multiple enemies to spawn. So that is what I recommend, and that is the fastest way that you can farm these new Black Armory weapons. So thank you guys so much for watching the video. I want to give a special shout out to all those folks who have been subscribing to me on Twitch as well as on YouTube. You folks have provided all the material that I have used and donations and everything else like that to get a new content creation computer. So with Black Armory, I'm really excited to say you're going to be seeing more regular content from me on a regular basis throughout the next month. So I'm really excited for that. Again, if you guys liked something in this video, a positive rating is greatly appreciated. Hit that subscribe button for more Destiny 2 content, and we'll keep it going for you. Really excited for Black Armory. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know what your favorite role was. I know a couple people in the Manoverse Discord actually let me know of some really cool roles that they've already gotten. So feel free to leave those down in the comments, and folks, we'll see you next time in the universe of Destiny.